Greetings to all of my wonderful friends wherever you are. I am the spirit of ecstasy, the doctor of energy, giving you that energy for all of that wonderful ecstasy and joy and peace in your life. And I'm sending out hugs to you today to embrace you with the warmth of divine love, to give you the power to be all you can be, to give you the power to enjoy every minute of your day, that you may be a leader, that you may move out and take charge today and have a marvelous experience in every way and every second of every day. And I believe that you have that joy within you now. And I believe and that you will let that energy flow to the extent that you will be overwhelmingly creative, inventive, and innovative today. Let the truth go with you, the truth that you are coexistent with divine mind God, and that you have within you, and that has been granted as a gift, you have within you all of those good qualities that exist in God. He has passed them on to you. He has given you those to you as a gift, and He is calling you now to get yourself ready to go into a reflective state and meditative state. Get your mind on all the goodness of God and say, I am ready to understand and receive all of this marvelous things which you have for me, which you've already given me. Lift up my understanding now. Lift up my eyes now. Open my eyes that I may see all the marvelous truth which you be. And as we do that, He will pour out that understanding upon you, and He will open up your eyes to see that you've already been given the gift of immortality. You've already been given healing power. You've already been given total capacity to be healed yourself. And let us on this wonderful, marvelous day. It's such a marvelous day here in Texas, and I am so excited about it. The breeze is just nice and cool. The sun is out bright. The sun is out bright, and everything's right. And I hope all is well with you. And we have victory, 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 victory all day long. Victory, 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 victory in every way. Yes, and we have love, 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 love for everyone. And yes, I know that you're developing your capacity to love everyone far greater than you ever did before. And we know that we can do that because we know that we are coexistent with every creative thought that has ever been thought throughout the endless ages. We are coexistent with all those thoughts, and we can draw abundantly from these thoughts. We are able to all of those thoughts have been placed within us. All those thoughts, we're inseparably unified with every good thought. We're inseparably unified with every creative power, with every inventive power, with every innovative power. We are inseparably unified with that. And the only reason we do not create wonderful things, write marvelous books like it has never been written, and that far beyond the imagination. The only reason why we don't write those is that we do not realize the gift that we have been given today, or we've been given since birth, that we came into this world with. We do not realize that the only reason why we don't write wonderful music and sing wonderful songs and compose wonderful things and and paint wonderful paintings. We do not realize that all of that has been given to us as a gift, and all we have to do is make ourselves ready, open up our mind and open up our eyes to recognize it. We recognize the whole process is recognizing the gifts that you have already been given. The whole process is recognizing that the greatest secret in this universe is that all good and productive and healing power and energy and capacity for love has been already placed within you, and we are merely in the process of developing our consciousness to receive that. The whole thing is growing consciousness, and what our awareness is, so are we. And the reason why that is, why is a man thinketh, so is he? And what our awareness is, so are we. The reason why that is because all of these things are already given to us and are already ours, and we have a right to them, and they're already there. And God and His love so decided that all of those things would be there, and that He would begin to draw us in every way that He all of these different ways which we are drawn, such as having wonderful dreams about what we want to do, and great visions for the future. He is going to draw us ever more toward awakening to those gifts which He has already placed there. And so that it becomes an ever increasing surprise and an ever increasing and awesome delight as we live throughout the endless ages. We will forever be delighted with ever more wondrous discoveries, and ever more marvelous things will continually be uncovered as we go down through the centuries. And this is what we are able to do today. We need to realize that because every wonderful and great and energetic and productive thought has already been placed in us, then that means we are totally boundless, and that means we have no reason to fear. That means we have no reason to have doubt, and that means we have no reason to believe that we have a lack of energy or fatigue or anything else. And we can move beyond that. We can see beyond that. We can see across that interval called death into our immortality. And so we begin living that immortality now. We pass over death into the realization of all the wonders of immortality, and we never look back. And so we never notice anything about the past when we were living in our five senses, and all we saw was death and taxes and sickness and illness and pain and sorrow and stress and strain and fatigue. All of those things are part of mortality, which actuality has been created by man, and is something that is actually, as far as God's concerned, total illusion, because we are making those decisions based only on the five senses, and not taking into consideration that we have thousands of other senses already placed within us and granted by God, waiting to be developed. And we hear about the sixth sense and all, which we can develop over time. And there are many other senses like that waiting to be developed, so many that's far beyond the imagination, all of the things that you have awaiting you within that you can develop. And this is a marvelous day to begin to do that. And I'm going to do this on this fresh and wonderful early morning. This morning, I'm going to begin to develop more and more all of those senses which I have that enable me to see immortality and enable me to heal the sick and enable me to overcome all things and have victory in my life. But when it comes to abundance, all abundance has been granted to us as a right. But we need to realize that it is in our making ourselves ready as a vehicle and a vessel that has the capacity to receive and utilize that abundance correctly. And as we become ready for it in that sense, we will receive more abundance than we can ever imagine. So that it becomes a matter of not looking over here and seeing what someone else has and saying, well, I want to attract that, through some law of attraction. I want to have all of that wealth that they have. It's not a matter of that, but it's a matter of becoming aware of all that we have. Become aware of what you have, and then you'll not need anything that anyone else has, and you'll not even desire it because you'll have far more than they have anyway. Total energy, creative power, and abundance is ours now as we raise our consciousness to see it. We are now one with it. We are now in union and coexistent with every good energy. Let us make use of it. We have it. Let's make use of it. Let us recognize it and utilize it to benefit mankind and to help our neighbors and friends and to help this world to grow into a state of more happiness, joy, and peace and love. As you look out upon the cosmos, though, the galaxies, and you see the stars, know you have all that same power in your mind. As you look at that marvelous sun rising and you see all those rays and you feel that warmth, and you feel and you see that great light just going over the horizon and just gradually awakening everything up and gradually brightening everything up. Know that that is your soul. God has put that there as an example and an illustration of your soul as you begin to raise your awareness. That power and that energy and that love begins to rise across the horizon of your mind and your spirit, and it begins to brighten up everything in your life and empowers you in every way, just like the heat and the warmth of the sun comes across, warms you up in the morning, and causes the flowers to grow and blossom. All of this energy and power, which is already as yours as a gift, is going to rise within you and cause you to blossom out like you've never imagined before. You're going to blossom into such an ecstatic and enthusiastic and enchanting and wonderful and able and creative and productive individual that you wouldn't have even been able to imagine it even a few days or weeks ago, or any time in your life. But you'll begin to see it, and you'll begin to know it, and you'll begin to shout about it and praise God about it. And it's a matter of we're going to really rejoice when we begin to see these things. We need to rejoice, 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 and make that now and forever your choice. I'm going to rejoice because I know I have been given all these marvelous things, and I'm going to rejoice about them now and be grateful for them now until I see that sun begin to rise, that day star begin to rise and begin to do its work, and it will begin to rise, and you'll begin to see it. Every good energy and creative ability you're going to see. You know that you have, because you know now that you have that power within your mind, and that you know that your mind is so much larger than an organic brain, and is never more than fractionally contained within this skull right here. That's not your mind. That's just a physical brain, which is a mortal. But your mind goes throughout this universe and is connected with beings all across the universe. And I so enjoyed this morning. And you communicate back to me, ask your questions, write down your comments, and I'll talk to you on the next video.